on WROI Giant FM and streaming live on the First Federal Facebook page.
It is an absolutely beautiful Friday morning. The sun is shining. We are at 57 degrees, and we are joined now by Todd Van Sickle for the First Federal program. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Paul. Thank you for the introduction. It is a beautiful day.
Yes.
Beautiful morning, beautiful day. Schools are in session.
Yes, they are. I think every school is now back in, at least in our area.
Fall sports are underway.
Yes.
Are you ready for some football?
Yes.
It's that time of year.
I know.
I like saying that. It's stealing that from somewhere else. But,
and, you know, you came up with that. They stole it from you.
so we even have a special guest. She's here for United Way, Jenny Moriarty, Executive Director, but she'll probably talk some football too.
Maybe
She's pretty close to that too.
I know one coach, kind of.
Yeah, just a little bit.
A great day for football to start.
Yes.
This is exciting because perfect weather tonight. All the kids have been working out all summer. They're probably tired of all that and all the two-a-day practices and then the school practices, and now they're ready to play some football.
Very much itching for an actual game. The scrimmages give them a taste, but they want the game.
Yeah, and playing against the same people, in practice every day gets really old.
Yes.
From my memory, at least.
Yeah.
It's a great day. High school football kicks off tonight. WROI starts their pregame coverage.
6:40 tonight.
And that's for Rochester at Wabash, I think.
Yes.
Tanner will go over some more of this in a few minutes. But
Wait, Tanner's back?
oh yeah, welcome Tanner Lee back.
Thank you.
So high school football starts. That means college football is not too far away. Then NFL football.
Yeah.
It's a great time of year. And you arranged perfect weather for this weekend, so.
I'm glad I get the credit for that.
Yeah. So with Jenny Moriarty here, our Executive Director of Fulton County United Way, we're going to have some United Way trivia.
Okay.
We asked the same question kind of last year, but some of the answers changed. So how many local agencies does Fulton County United Way support in 2023? If you pay close enough attention, you'll probably be able to count, but we'll make it easy on you. Then we could go back to Tanner's original question was, how many United Way agencies are there in Indiana?
Oh.
I won't give you the option for that.
Wow.
You just make a wild guess.
Yeah.
Now, we can start with that if you want. How many United Way agencies are there in Indiana? I'll give you a clue. You might think about counties, because a lot of counties have their own United Way.
Yes.
They may not be that large of a number.
800?
In Indiana,
Yeah.
there's only 92 counties, Paul.
Well, yeah, but you figured.
Okay. Jenny, do you know that answer?
I do not know that answer.
It's 42, right, Tanner?
Right.
Okay.
Oh.
But we'll get to the local United Way trivia later. How many agencies do local United Way support?
I was trying to give all the counties credit for having like 10.
Had some space news in here a little bit. You remember Voyager 2?
Yes.
It was lost in space earlier in August.
Okay.
It stopped communicating with Earth. It was launched in 1977.
Yeah.
But apparently they thought about this thing, so they programmed in some movements. They think it got hit by some type of space ray and knocked the antenna out of direction.
Okay.
Well, they gained connection with it again, 12.3 billion miles away from Earth. It took 37 hours for the radio signal, at the speed of light, basically, to get there and back.
Wow.
So they found Voyager again. That's good.
That's good. That's good.
Do you remember the Star Trek?
Yes.
Yeah, Star Trek. It was one of the early Star Treks.
Yep.
About V'ger, and we're probably nerding out too much now, Paul.
It happens.
So sports. Tanner, do you want to come in and talk about some sports?
Sure. Good morning.
Good morning.
You were just talking about it is a great time of year. This is my favorite time of year when football season's almost here, and it is here, starting tonight for local high schools. College football starts next weekend, the quote-unquote week 0. Notre Dame plays next weekend over in Dublin, Ireland, against Navy. Then week 1 of college football is 2 weeks from tomorrow. And NFL's in 3 weeks, so can't beat it. Can't beat it at all.
That college football is having math problems now.
Yeah.
How many teams in like the Big 10 and Big 12 conference? And week 1 is really week 2. And
yeah, Big 12's up to 14 teams now. Big 10 is going to be up to 18 starting next year, and Wouldn't surprise me if they're up to 20 eventually by the time it's all said and done, but doubt they rebrand just because of the.
But more importantly, we've got local high school football.
Yes, we do. A lot of games going on tonight. Everybody in action.
Yes.
Rochester's on the road against Wabash. We're starting off with a TRC matchup right away. Like Paul said, pregame action starts at 6:40 tonight.
Yep.
So if you can't make it over there in Wabash, listen to the game live on
Yes.
82.1 WRI Giant FM. Tippecanoe Valley's at Wawa C, so also on the road. A lot of local teams on the road to start the season off.
Yeah, it's weird.
Caston, however, is hosting West Central tonight. Culver is hosting North Judson. I want to give a shout out to one of my good buddies and fellow 2010 RHS graduate Austin Faust is in his first year as Culver's head coach, so good luck to the Cavaliers tonight. And then the Winmac Warriors are traveling to Knox tonight.
Okay.
So good luck to everybody, and hope they all start the season off right, off the right foot.
So being our special guest Jenny here, she's kind of the unofficial voice
Yes.
of Tippecanoe Valley. Do you want to add anything about Tippecanoe Valley this year? They've got a tough schedule.
We do have a tough schedule, not being in conference this year. We have played a wide range of different teams, so it'll be good though. The gives the boys a challenge. They kind of needed that, and like last night we were able to play a freshman game against Plymouth, so that was kind of nice getting those kids games. So, and by the way, they won, so good job for them. But yeah, it'll be a different season for them. Traveling down to West Lafayette, that'll be a interesting game.
Red Devils, yes.
Yes.
I got my scarlet and gray
Yes.
on.
But no, I'm excited for it. Different challenges, like they said. I think my husband said, different locker rooms, getting out of a routine, make it a little bit. You get in a routine and you just kind of get lax. So this will keep them on their
The great
toes.
news is, next week, big game.
Oh, it's going to be a big game. Yes. Well,
Battle of the Bell.
Yes.
That's why she's the guest this week and not next.
Yeah, it'll be a good game. I'm excited to watch. It's always good for the community. It helps. The community pours out for that game, and it helps both schools whenever we have anything with Rochester Valley. And that's why we were so glad we were able to keep that game, because that's needed by both communities.
Yep.
And to do a little United Way tease, there's going to be a special event for United Way at that game too, which we'll talk about in a few minutes.
Perfect. So yes, I was going to hit on a little preview of the game for next week. So,
Yeah.
so she did it for me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Save you
No,
some
that
breath.
is
we should
fine.
talk, Danny,
That is
you know?
fine. That's perfect. She said it better than I could. So
He's trying to get back into the swing of things.
yeah. I do have some other local sports notes. This happened last night. Congratulations to the Rochester Ladies Zebra golf team. They set a school record for the lowest 9-hole total score last night with 153. The previous record was 160. Ava Thomas was the medalist last night with personal best round of 34, including an albatross on hole 12. So if you don't know what an albatross is, that's a double eagle. So she got a 2 on a par 5.
Wow.
That's, I think, more.
That's a hard hole.
Yes, it is. And I think that's more rare than a hole in one happening. So
Okay.
very cool for her.
That's serious golf for me.
Yeah,
I've never come close to that either, you know.
I don't think I have. I have been lucky enough to get one hole in one, but I've never got close to an albatross. I mean, it's hard to reach a par 5 and 2, let alone make the
Because
shot.
you're usually 480 plus, 500 plus yards now.
Depending on the length of the hole, yeah. So in any way, you're coming in with a longer club, even if you're trying to reach. So very cool. Olivia Bailey also shot under par with a score of 35. Peyton Moore had a score of 40. Lexi Hughes 44, which was personal best, and Ellen Carter 65. So congratulations to all those ladies. And in the same match, Bianca Heiser from Winnemac shot under par with 35. So 3 ladies last night shooting under par. That's playing some pretty darn good golf.
Yeah.
Pretty darn good golf. And then MLB, I just got a few notes here. Cleveland Guardians, their record stands as right now 58-65. Still only 4.5 games behind the Twins, so still can catch them. There's time.
Well,
There's time. They need to get on it a little bit, but there's time.
We had a few game handicap that didn't help us very much, but you know.
Yeah, the Chicago Cubs are sitting good right now, 62-58, 2 games behind the Brewers, but right now they would be the third and last wild card spot. They're technically tied with the Cincinnati Reds, who have a record of 63-59, also 2 games behind the Brewers, but win percentage, the Cubs are 0.1% higher than the Reds, so they would get the tiebreaker right there.
I've been a diehard Cubs fan all my life, but I'm getting back on the bandwagon now. I kind of took a little vacation the next few years.
I don't think you're the only one of Cub fans that did that. Especially this week, the White Sox series has been kind of entertaining on both sides. So, with some late game heroics.
And the fact, like in the next 2 weeks, the Cubs play teams under 500, and the Brewers play teams over 500.
Right. It's now or never, pretty much for the season. So, they've done a good job fighting back. A few months ago, a lot of people were writing them off, thought they'd be sellers at the deadline.
Did you happen to see the walk-off home run?
I did.
That guy sprinted around the base. He almost caught up to the two guys on base.
He had the adrenaline running. That place was rocking on a Wednesday night. Wrigley Field at night, big moments. It's pretty hard to beat in a baseball atmosphere.
Yesterday I was talking to somebody in town. They went to that game actually.
Really?
And they enjoyed it very much.
Yeah, that looked like a really neat environment. I saw a sky cam. I don't know if it's from a drone or an overshot of Wrigley the other night when that home run took place. That was pretty neat.
That's where I noticed that he almost caught up with the.
On that shot.
Yeah.
I'm sure the adrenaline was just pumping a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I got a few tidbits here this morning. There weren't too many positive ones, so I don't have a lot as usual, but I picked a few. On this day in 1926, a weather map was televised for the first time ever.
Okay.
Now you can't watch a newscast without weather.
Yeah.
You'd think like if they don't show a weather map, something's wrong.
Exactly.
You need to see a weather map.
Which I've always had appreciation for meteorologists because that's a lot harder than people think it is.
Yes, it is.
I mean, that's all green screen and just practice of looking at the cameras and getting your angles down and everything. And knowing the geographic locations.
Point the right way after 2 years on a podcast, so I can only imagine. Yeah,
left is right, right's left.
Right.
Yes.
Mirrored there. On this day in 1982, the longest baseball game at Wrigley Field was played. It ended after 22 innings. The Dodgers beat the Cubs 2-1. The game started the previous day, August 17th.
Yeah.
Those were kind of in the tough and lean years for the Cubs, so like one run in 17 innings is pretty typical.
It is before, I thought, now that I read that, I'm wondering, because Wrigley Field didn't get lights till 1988.
Right.
So
they probably extended it for darkness.
Yeah, and then just continued it the next day. Yeah, that would make sense. Sense. Yeah.
I remember some of those games.
That would make sense. It's still amazing to me it took them until 1988 to get lights because I think the White Sox got them in the 40s or 50s. Comiskey Park.
That was Bill Veeck. He was kind of a leader with that.
Yeah. So
August 8th, 1988.
Okay.
First game rained out, actually.
He knows his Cubs history pretty well. We got a lot of days today. Today's National Couples Day, National Fajita Day. So I'm sure if you like fajitas, I'm sure a lot of Mexican restaurants are probably doing some sort of deal, I would think.
You'd think.
Today or tonight. National Ice Cream Pie Day. National Mail Order Catalog Day. Don't know how relevant those still are. But
not a whole lot. I think you can still get like craft ones, but that's
you don't get the Pennies or Sears one, but you still get the Land's End and Little Bean and things like that.
Yeah, you can't go pick your toys for Christmas anymore.
That was one of my favorite things.
Mine too.
Folding pages over, circling.
Yep.
National Bad Poetry Day. National Never Give Up Day. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Serendipity Day and Men's Grooming Day.
Okay.
So a little bit of everything there.
Yeah.
Can't believe you left out the last one.
Oh, I did, didn't I?
National Pinot Noir Day.
Thank you. Looked right over it. Yeah.
That's kind of important for people.
Yeah. A lot of big wine fans out there.
He decided he didn't want to try to pronounce it and
a little
get
bit
wrong.
And I helped you out.
Thank you. That's all I got for the days.
All right.
So moving on to upcoming events. Next week, on Saturday from 11 o'clock to 11 p.m., the Rochester Downtown Partnerships having the Nickel Plate Music and Arts Festival. That's a great event coming out. Lots of music acts. Starts off with the local high school and junior high bands playing, I think, at 11 o'clock. Is that right?
Yep. You're going to go through, the plan, I think, is to start with the 5th graders.
Okay.
And then, or 6th graders, and then work up.
I've been out there the last few years for the kickoff of that, and there's always a good crowd, and it's great to see the kids out there getting a chance to play in public, because some of them just picked up an instrument when school started, actually.
Yes.
So band directors, the former one and the new one, are all excited about that, and they do a great job here. Plus, Christine Walsh has a lot of things going on that day, food trucks, art events. Come out and spend some portion of the day with that. It's a great event for our community.
Yeah, you'll get there and you'll not want to leave because there's something to do at different times throughout the entire day.
And another event United Way is going to be at. We'll talk about that in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Too. So also coming up is the 2023-2024 Fulton County Leadership Academy. Classes are generally meet on Tuesdays from 8 to 12. The class consists of classrooms learning, community panels, visits to local businesses. When I first moved to the community 7 years ago, this was a great way for me to learn more about the community. Became knowledgeable about city government and county government. Helped me expand connections in the community. I learned about our local businesses. You go on tours of local businesses. There's leadership training in the class to help enhance leadership skills. And you also get involved with a community project. So it's a great opportunity. Jessica Riffle is leading the class with the Purdue Extension Office. If you have an interest in that, give her a call at 223-3397. It's 223-3397. Tanner, you were part of the Leadership Academy. Do you want to say anything about it?
Yeah, if you're on the fence, I recommend going ahead and doing so. I was part of the 2020 class, and unfortunately a lot of our projects got bit by the pandemic, but still always have connection with the individuals that were also in that graduating class that year. Some of them I knew going in, some of them I didn't know at all, some of them I had heard of but didn't know them, and now every time I see them or see something on Facebook, we always have that connection. And like Todd said, you get a tour local businesses. I mean, I grew up in Fulton County my whole life, but a lot of those businesses that we toured, I'd never been in.
Yeah.
So it was really neat to learn about a lot of hidden gems, say, within Fulton County, not just Rochester, but Fulton County too. So if you're even someone interested in doing the class, I'd contact Jessica and get some more details, and definitely give it a go. It's worth the time and effort.
And you get to hear people like Jenny Moriarty talk about Fulton County United Way. They're bringing lots of speakers like that.
Yep.
And, Jenny's been there every year, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So moving on, First Federal Savings Bank is open today, 8:30 to 5. Tomorrow, 8:30 to noon. We have a great CD special still going on, 10-month CD special, 5.1% APY. That's a very great rate, probably best in the market right now.
Yeah.
We offer several mortgage specials going on right now. It's probably best to call Stacy Wilson or Ben Dalton. They'll give you information about that. But various programs going on. We want to make mortgage loans and help our community get loans, and so we've got some great specials going on. We're the only locally owned bank in Fulton County. We don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best. Borrowers must meet underwriting guidelines. We are FDIC insured and an equal housing lender, and our NMLS number is 399927.
And that makes us legal.
Great. Now the special guest for the show, Jenny Moriarty, Fulton County United Way.
Hello.
How long have you been with United Way?
I believe 9 years now. I believe. I think it's been a while.
Great job. This is typically the big time of year for Fulton County United Way, the fall kickoff.
Yes.
Some different things are happening this year. Why don't you highlight a couple of those different things?
Well, this year we had a great group on our board put together. We're having a trivia night, and we're doing it at the Moose. It's going to be on September 9th. It's hosted by Brain Blast Media, barbecue catered by Giretti's, and it's going to be a fun night. I think we've got a lot of teams already registered.
Registration ends next. I'm on the campaign committee.
And everything else. Todd's the glue to our board. Yes.
Registration ends next Friday, so we've got 12 to 15 teams interested. We've got half of those are registered now. If you haven't registered, go ahead and register. I want to guarantee you a spot. You get teams of 8 for a table of $350, and that includes food. All the proceeds go to United Way. If you don't want to have food with it, it's $250 a table, $250, and then you get a la carte food tickets for $15. There'll be a cash bar. We'll be raffling off a green egg. That's another event we have going on.
And a huge thank you to Smith's Farm Store. They kind of partnered with us, and we had a board member go and kind of, we wanted to be able to raffle something off, and working with Smith Farm Store, we came up with this green egg. And
Thank you, Dan.
yes, that is a huge thing. I know they're selling tickets. We're selling tickets all the way up until the night of. So right now you can get them at United Way office or Smith Farm Store, and we have flyers up all over. You can contact Todd or Lauren.
Our phone numbers are on the flyer, or contact the United Way office at 223-8929.
29. Yep. Tickets are $10 each. So like I said, we'll be selling them all the way up till then. But we're going to be at a couple events. So if you can't get to one of those stores and you're out and about, and I have a feeling a lot will be at the Valley Rochester game.
That's the first big event, Battle of the Bell.
Yes. So we'll be set up there, off to the corner, kind of right when you walk in. Tickets are $10. We'll be set up there selling them. So if you want to grab a ticket there, that would be great.
We want to thank Superintendent Vance for allowing us to be out there,
Yes.
and Kevin Reedy, the athletic director, for making space for us. But
Yes, we appreciate that very much.
so for a $10 ticket to buy a chance to win a Green Egg Grill is a pretty nice thing.
Yes.
I mean, the value of the grill is about $800.
Yes. So $10 when I'd take the odds.
And we're doing pretty well with ticket sales. We expect a lot more sales coming up from the Valley Rochester football game, and then the next day
We're at the Nickel Plate Festival, so we'll have a tent set up there most of the day. We'll start there about 11 o'clock and swing by, see everything that's going on, and stop and grab a ticket.
and you get a special art project too at that. You get a
Yeah.
color a picture of Jenny from the Chamber coloring book. It was great.
Yes, and wasn't that part of a Leadership Academy project?
Yep.
I appreciate they did that so much.
So we got the Green Egg Grill raffle going on right now. Stop by Smith Farm Stores or come out to the Tippecanoe Valley Rochester football game. Come down to the Music and Arts Festival. Great chance to pay $10 to win a Green Egg Grill. Then September 9th, not very many weeks away,
No, it's not.
the trivia night. The trivia is hosted by Brain Blast Media. They do it locally here. But also let everybody know that Peterson, Wagner, Perkins are funding the expense of that, so that won't be an expense to United Way to have the trivia people presenting that. It'll be a great fundraiser. Have a chance to buy mulligans, so you don't have to know every single answer. You can put your gold star out there for ones you don't know and still earn points from that. So if you want to learn more, if you see one of the brochures, there's a QR code on it. Go to the Fulton County Facebook page. There's a QR code on that with the flyers, and registration ends next Friday, and I would encourage people to make their registration sooner rather than later because spots are filling up. I don't think we
Yes.
have a limit on it, but if you want to reserve a spot, we're expecting 12 to 15 teams, maybe more, or we don't want to run out of room, so make your registration event now.
Definitely. We want to have a fun, competitive night then.
I know, for example, like RTC's having a team, First Federal Savings Bank's having a team, Dreddy's is having a team, Smith Farms are having a couple teams. There's several family and friends teams from the Lauren Adley and like Barbells from Betty Martin's.
Yes, some of the schools I believe were having.
Yeah, Caston. We need people to register though, so and Rochester School may be in that also too.
Yes.
So that's part of our campaign, fundraising. That's what we do at United Way because we support many local agencies, and those agencies are CASA, Court Appointed Special Advocate,
Council of Aging,
Fulton County Animal Center,
Manitou Training Center.
Pack a Backpack. And by the way, Pack a Backpack, I helped out at that this year. 648 backpacks this year.
And it was a nice hot day that day too.
It was very hot.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
By 9:15, I was already finished and sweating because I was the door greeter.
That is amazing. I mean, all of our agencies are amazing, but what Jackie does at the beginning of the school year and throughout the school year, we are very blessed to have her in our community to do that.
We have RSVP, Retired and Senior Volunteer Program,
Salvation Army.
and United Ministries. As we're preparing for our fall campaign, that's typically when we go out and visit local businesses and encourage their employers to sign up for direct deposit, direct payroll deduction. That's what makes the bulk of our campaign. Our goal is $100,000 this year. We hope to bring back the progress display sign, which will be out in front of the United Way office later this fall, and that will show how we're doing in the community. With that, you can make a donation and help contribute to that. It doesn't take a big donation to make our goal of $100,000. It takes a community giving, $2, $5, $10 a paycheck maybe.
Yes, adds up quickly.
It adds up to about $100,000. That's our goal. And with that, you support a lot of great local agencies.
Yes, and the way things are now, we know a lot of people are tighter with money, but again, costs go up. So food pantries and things like that, their costs go up too. So any amount we can give to help them soften the blow with any of that stuff is amazing. And our community, just for our trivia night, has came out and supported us so much. We always have great community support, but again, it's an ongoing thing that in our community we always are in need of helping these different agencies. So we're continuously asking for support, and we appreciate it. But yeah, our big kickoff is coming up soon, and any support, like Todd said, is amazing. I know Rochester Meadow Products, they have a large number of employees, and some give little, some give a lot, and it adds up. I mean, 50 cents a paycheck, you do that, every pay period adds up. You have 100 plus employees, that adds up quickly.
So maybe one less Coke or a cup of coffee a week.
Yes.
Direct that to United Way, and we can support our agencies, which in turn support our community. We've been working with the school corporation recently and trying to figure out how to educate students about what United Way does. Excuse me. And looking at our agencies, more than half of the agencies will impact the youth of our community in some way potentially.
Yes.
Through CASA, through Pack a Backpack, Council on Aging Transpo, some other things, United Ministries and Salvation Army, that may benefit from proceeds that they disperse. So
Yeah.
we try to support everybody in the community, and now's our big time of year, and we ask for your participation in the community to help support United Way.
Yes, well, and we're available. I mean, if you don't work at a business, you retired, or your business doesn't have a United Way campaign, see if your employer would be willing. If not, we take individual donations as well. It's something you can be dropped off at the office at 722 Main Street, or you can mail it in. We're next to Webb's, so everybody knows where Webb's is, so we're right beside that. But we do take individual donations as well, so any amount helps us.
If people want to learn more, contact Jenny or myself. Jenny's at 223-8929, and you can call me at First Federal Savings Bank. It's not only about monetary donations, too. All these agencies need volunteers, too.
Yes.
And we understand that we may not be in the financial position to donate now, but that's okay. Maybe consider just donating a couple hours a month in one of these agencies, because they all need volunteers, too.
They definitely do.
And
Yes.
you can contact any of those agencies, and they'd be more than happy to work out with you about volunteering.
Yes.
So, just to summarize, we've got a couple big events coming up. Well, Jenny went to, we'll close with those. Okay?
We do. The big one with our raffle, we're starting that one off Friday. Obviously, tickets are for sale right now, but come to that Rochester Valley game, go bikes, and
Those evenings I have to just do equal time, right?
Yeah, sure. Buy those tickets. And again, we'll be at the Nickel Plate Festival purchasing tickets. And then you have until the 25th to register for our trivia night, September 9th at the News. It's going to be a fun night, great food. So it'll be fun. Hopefully this will be something that we can keep annually.
Well, thank you, Jenny.
Thank you.
So, Paul, how many local agencies does Fulton County United Way support?
Well, I'm still in shock that there's only 42 statewide, but unless it's changed from last year, 8.
That's correct. Good job. You're paying attention, actually. That's great.
Well, not only was I paying attention, but I remember last year it was 8, and so unless somebody got added or taken away,
that happens sometimes. We're always looking
Yes.
for new agencies. If you're in a local agency and have needs, don't hesitate to give Jenny a call, because
Yes.
that'll get considered in the 2024 campaign.
We do. Get a hold of me at the end of the year. We start reviewing those in February, March.
So close with words of wisdom. Thank you, Jenny, for all your help and all you do.
Oh, thank you.
This is from Robert Schuler, a clergyman. And it kind of ties into United Way a little bit. Anybody who succeeds is helping people. The secret to success is to find a need and fill it, find a hurt and heal it, find a problem and solve it.
Those are great words of wisdom.
Have a great weekend, everyone.
Thank you, Todd. We'll see you guys again next week.